The most, I think, just really emotional and crazy, like VH1 behind the music that I've ever seen.
It was honest. It was honest. I mean, a lot of people are afraid of honesty. You know what I'm saying? They're afraid to show who they are, you know, because they think it, you know, makes them look weak or whatever, or, you know, well, we all have flaws, man. You know what I'm saying? Anybody who tries to act like they don't, it's full of, well, you know what they're full of.
Yeah. That's why I always say you were so necessary, because you do come with a lot of honesty and a lot of truth.
Yeah.
Guess you didn't know your daughter well enough, because she just started f***ing all the girls. Impulse control issues? I don't know. I'm saying, Sean Carter, you're a piece of shit. Taking Pimp C wasn't bad enough. You just want to go down there and you want to just remove all of the balls from every real gangster in Houston. Why did that house burn up?
So with that being said, let's go back. You had mentioned Pimp C earlier. With that being said, did Pimp C really have a sex tape of somebody in the industry that would break the internet? You look like you done seen it, Marvin. You done seen it. Marvin seen it.
Tell him who it is.
Hey, man, tell him who it is. I wish we still trying to find out who was in this Pimp C tape.
Also onto sketchy end after beefing. With Jay But Wait, there's more rumor has it that Pimp C had a thing with Beyonce, which supposedly didn't sit well with Jay at all. But what exactly did DMX and make that made them realize what the industry I really about? It's some heavy stuff, guys, so let's dive right in. A lot of the love he had for wanting to. You know, for wanting to be a part of industry is not there anymore. I'm not. I don't even associating myself with the industry. You know what I'm saying. I'm not an industry artist. I'm an artist in the industry.
A lot of the love I had for wanting to be a part of the industry is not there anymore. I don't even associate myself with the industry. You know what I'm saying? I'm not an industry artist. I'm an artist in the industry. You know?
And you've always stood alone, and you know, bloodline.
I'm not. You're not gonna see me at every party, every industry party, all the clubs. I go somewhere quiet, man. Shoot pool with me and my mans and them. You know what I'm saying?
Even say that Jay messed with DMX's 6th album because he was scared of the competition. Jay-Z has never admitted to doing that, and after DMX died, he went on LeBron James' show and claimed that despite their rivalry, it was all love between them. So my first Grammy win, I wasn't wasn't even in the building because it boycotted the fam, so there was a competitive thing, but it was big love here. Was so competitive with me and never met a human being more competitive than me. Like ever, not even my big brother. Like no one. But here's what Jay-Z left out. According to DMX, Jay was the one playing dirty in 2004. When Jay's became the president of DJam Records, Mix said, that's when things... When South DMX had been killing it for Def Jam for years, dropping 5 consecutive #1 albums from 1998 to 2003. But when Jay took over, DMX claimed he tried to sabotage the release of his 6th album, Year of the Dog. Again, we're being truthful cuz we want to know we haven't heard from X in a long time. I know Thestry already. You know what I'm saying used to be my dog. He was in my left titty, you know, screen. WR or die. I thought you would die with me. You know what happened was, you know, like I said, I had the crazy track record death. Jay me thing was good. You know, I go to do the 6th album. And you know, yeah. You know, when he first got the job, he hit me with the call, like you dog, just run to the building like, yo, you good finish. The album, shoot the video, what happened, mom on vacation, and you know we don't know mean. You don't know how do you listen to a whole album, pick a single shoot at video, then don't know. Okay, I see what's really good. You're trying to eliminate the competition. You know, according to DMSX, all this drama started because Jay-Z changed his mind about retiring from rap and wanted to eliminate any competition in his way. You know, screen rare die. I thought you wouldy with me. You know what happened was, you know, like I said, I had the crazy track record, Def Jam, everything. Wow, good. You know, I go to do the 6th album and, you know, Yeah, you know when I first got the job, he hit me with a call like you dog and is running the building like you good finish the album, shoot the video. You know what happened? Mean go on vacation and we don't know what you mean you. Don't know, Mom, how do you listen to a whole album, pick a single, shoot a video then? Don't know, okay, I see what's really good. You're trying to eliminate the competition, cause at first you retire mean, then get me off the label. Now you back rapping again. MH, this was when DMX realized that Jay-Z would step on anyone to get ahead, prompting him to leave to jam. But there's more to why DMX had major trust issues with Jay-Z and Iddies, back to Jay's connections with Shady. Industry higher-ups. It's worth noting that while both Jay-Z and DMX made a huge impact on the culture and music scene, they handled business very differently. Unlike JDMX, always kept it real, calling out label owners for their tight grip on artists and refusing to bend to their demands.
They got this new breed of rapper that's paying DJs to play their shit.
Right.
And, you know what I'm saying? They sucking the record label executives. It's like there's too much of that going on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Let me be me. Let me be the artist that I am and just play my motherfucking music. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Now they want you all up under this, sitting at the going to dinner with them and shit like that, and all that favor for a favor shit. I don't get down like that. Look, I give you the music, you give my money. That's it.
And like that, and all that favor for a favor. She don't get down like that. Look, I give you the music. You give my money. That's it. In 2005, DMX dropped the track The Industry, where he exposed how the music industry really works. He raps, if you ain't got a strong mind, the industry will break you down. It's a matter of time. The industry vultures with nothing to feast on. And in another verse, X claims the industry wants new artists to sell their soul, satting the industry. Don't give an F about you, but the industry couldn't make a dime without you. I'm inspired by life. The game is man. The game is if you want to rap or sing or whatever, don't become a part of the game. You know what? Listen to a song called The Industry, and that pretty much explains, saying, what about the industry, man? It's not the same. The industry. It's not a game. The industry, really, this is. Dying to get in the industry just to find they don't fit in the industry. Ain't what it used to be. The industry is trying to control the way you MC. They want you to address like this and talk like that. But I'm going just like this and talk with the gap. The industry got you word meaning nothing. Now Jay-Z has been in the industry from the start, and over the years he's faced a lot of accusations about betraying his friends and partners. One of those people's co-founder of Rockefeller, who publicly claimed that Jay betrayed him, be getting close to shady bigwigs in the music business. But Dame didn't stop there. He started naming names, and one person he called out was Liar Cohen, former DJM president and a close buddy of Jay-Z. Jay even calls Lear his mentor. In his memoir, Decoded Now, Lear has been involved in plenty of drama over the years. Dame publicly accused him of being a culture vulture and using divide and conquer tactics to pit black.
So, I don't like giving up people. I don't want to give up on people.
One of the biggest artists you ever had had a real bad drug problem, DMX.
I'm so sad. DMX.
They seem like they're making it cool to be drinking lean and syrup, and
it's the most dangerous. It's the
Perks
most
and
dangerous
Molly's
thing that's facing our society.
Are you
So why sign an artist that would promote that?
Because I already answered that question. You weren't paying attention. She asked me talent or issues, and I said talent. But I have to. I can't give up on people.
That because I already answered that question. You weren't paying attention. She asked me talent or issues, and I said talent, but I have to. I can't give up on people. Don't you think that's hypocritical? Though you're saying it's so opportunistic. Yeah, I got people to feed. I got a business to run. You're gonna make damn Dash take this clip and call you a culture vulture. And when asked about Dame calling him a culture vulture, Blair didn't even acknowledge Dame's existence. You're going to make damn Dash take this clip and call you a culture vulture whose name Dash, you brought him up. I don't even know him. So you bring him. His name up. I don't even know him. So y'all made a lot of money together, made a lot of come on Leo, don't do that to him. I don't know him, I really don't assume. I don't know what to tell you, I won't be compliant. But I will, you know, this prompted Dame to fire back at Layer Onig, saying thanks for this Coheen for proving my point in true culture, vulture form, they make money off us, and then try to erase our true history and act like the real ones never existed. So you're probably wondering how this all ties back to DMX. Well, the buzz is that influenced Jay-Z to mess with DMX's 6th album. But wait, it gets even wilder when DMX passed disrespected him at this funeral. DMX's farewell was in Brooklyn on April 25 to 2021, and Lee didn't even show up in person instead. Hasn't a recording where he started off saying DMX was a good dude, but then out of nowhere he called DMX a gremlin and said his passing wasn't a surprise. Totally recognized, and so the race against time was that we all know X is a gembling and reckless, and looking for a wall to crash into X if you listen to X, if you see XX this is his death, is no surprise. If you listen to and you watched who and what X was, now we all know DMX had his battles with substance, but to bring up all that at his funeral, seriously, if Jay-Z saw Lear as his mentor writes no. Wonder DMX never fully trusted him, but let's switch gears and talk about Pims. Because word on the street is that his beef with Jay and an alleged off with Beyonce led to his untimely demise. Chad Lamont Butler, better known as Pimpy, was a Louisiana MC best known for his work with Bun B as one half of the hip-hop duo Underground Kings, or UGK. UGK famously collaborated with Jay-Z on his Timbaland, produced his single Big Pimpin' in 2000, which peaked at number 18 on the Billboard Hot 100 and achieved platinum status. But there was allegedly a lot of drama behind the scenes, with Jay-Z and Pimpy clashing all the times. Pimpy was initially hesitant about offing on Big Pimpin' at first, because he felt some type of way about Jay-Z's past issues with Tupac, according to music executive Greg Taylor, who used to manage UGK. He spoke to Rockefeller co-founder Dame Dash about the possible collaboration, and Dame agreed to cut a $1 million check.
I was like, what?
And you saying that Jay heard him say that, yo?
Yeah, Jay heard him. He heard him. Because I had to jump up and apologize for this nigga to clean that shit up quick. Because I was like, I didn't realize he was in the room. So when I seen Hov there, I was like, oh. And so I told him he had to come down and go see them and go talk to mama and go to lunch with, go to dinner with them and sit down and do it the right way, because that's just how Pimp did it. If you didn't sit down and eat dinner with him and his mama, he ain't gonna break bread with you. That was just the game. Like, that's how he was raised. He had studied music. It was different, man. He knew music from the Conservatory of Music of Art. He had studied from an orchestra standpoint. His mom had invested in his career. So to be who he was, so by the time people seen him, it was the counterculture of discovering hip hop and rap down there. And they were like a country version of Run DMC, him and Bun.
Be who he was so by the time people seen him. It was the counterculture of discovering hip hop and rap down there. And they were like a country version of Run DMC him and Bun, great artist Doherty. The new Ghetto Boys, it was like G Prince had them as the new Ghetto Boys. That's what they were, and luckily moved to Atlanta, we was able to get him with Short, and Short just put the game down, and the rest was history, right? Soon, that caused a ruckus cues when they missed the first two Jay's albums because of it, and the next time around it. Knew not to call Pimp Jazz was beefing, and them M was beefing, I was like. But it turned out that Jay-Z was on the phone listening, and he heard Pimps dissing him. And while Pimp Shuli agreed to Big Pimpin' moving forward, he and Jay were never on good terms. In fact, according to Bun B, it took a lot of reverse psychology to convince Pimp to do a collab with Jay, and even though the song went on to become a massive hit, Pimp never rated it too high. Texas, he would going that run. That's what I heard her first turn about that Tex ARCA, and they were all following back, and they all cashing him out with a version oosh ATT tracked from him, and a verse from Bun and him, and Mama was running that a tight ship him, and this boy Leroy was like just cold player with it. So I know these guys were different, and I knew Texas was a different place because I was already doing business with Tony Drahim down there. Ooh, where A-Ball Jack Short was doing songs with them, and Drake was like one of his independent where practice that see to yourself philosophy. And but to see the underground king scum, they were like the ghetto boys 2.0. So it was really Yuha blessing. And so he, when he moved up here, found him a place they moved up into. It out by the airport, and he put that studio up there, and I seen him Saturday morning. He Sunday morning. I come back from shows on the weekend, and all them cars out there rolling everybody pee like I seen full productions. You was making Jamal an independent album because he was coming out. With whole independent project, and then Haim and She, we was making records, and him and Jazzy Faye was going in. Stopped It Was Real to lead them two of the rule together was like, nuclear fission andum nitrous oxide mix. He's a great person, but there was allegedly something else that caused tension between Pimpy and Jay. Now this is only a rumor, but according to some insiders like Pimp and Ken, Beyonce and Pimp had a thing going on back in the day. Not only that, but Pimp and Ken also claimed that Pimpy made a whole private tape with now X-tape gossip side. There's another wild theory circulating out Jay-Z and Pimpy's relationship, and it's coming straight from Jaguar. Ray, of course, and Jaguar's out here claiming that Jay might have been involved in Pimp's untimely demise. So to give you some context back in early December 2007, Pimpy was staying at the Mandarin Hotel in West Hollywood working on new music hand. Performing with Too Short on the morning of December 4 that he was supposed to fly back home, where his wife Shanari and his cousin Ed were waiting at the airport to pick him up when they didn't hear from him that morning. His wife called the hotel and asked them to check on him. The staff found Pimp unresponsive in his room, and he was pronounced dead shortly after he was just 33 years old, the coroner's report determined his death was accidental, supposedly caused by the effects of Pimp's heavy use of lean combined with his pre-existing sleep apnea. But here's where we get sketchy, according to Deej Paul of 36 Mafia. He got a call from Pimpy's manager Rick Martin, who saw Pimpy's body in the hotel room and told him the room looked like it was shut, or if he was laying down like he was praying, but there was blood around like he was. Martin reportedly said they thought Hein the head, but they didn't know what the hell happened because there was blood everywhere.
He lined up D. Haven, stole his life and identity. He lined up Big L, stole his life and identity. He lined up Dame Dash, stole his life, identity, and took his love. I'm saying, Sean Carter, you're a piece of shit. Taking Pimp C wasn't bad enough.
Various deaths. In the industry, he lined up DeHaven, stole his life. An identity, he lined up Big Ye Day, blind-eyed delied, he lied-eyed. Up Dame Dash stole his life identity and took his love. I'm saying, Sean Carter, you're a piece of taking. Pimpy wasn't bad enough. You just want to go down there, and you want to just remove all of the balls from every real gangster in Houston. Why did that house burn up? Who that goes to their childhood house for a visit? And the goes up in flames. That was very weird. The next day, within the week, and no, the next day, and still no real investigation. How the house just went up in flames. Man, I guess they paid it all off, like they paid all off for that astral world. But now it's your turn. Let me know how you feel about DMX and Pimpy allegedly trying to expose Jay, and do you think Jay actually had something to do with their untimely deaths, or is this just another wild conspiracy drop? Your comments below.